We see things as we are. We see people as we are. I think I was most aware of that when you know that I started off as a pastor in my first little church in southern Indiana. I had a college friend of mine that we graduated together, and he went to a church about 20 miles from mine. We both had kind of little churches. And so we would kind of help each other out. He'd come and speak for me, I'd go speak for him. And I noticed kind of quickly that he was having trouble in his congregation, little congregation, and with people. Every time we'd get together, he'd talk about the bad people he had in his congregation. This person's doing that, and that, boy, I'm telling you, can't get along with that. And so I kind of had a suspicion. And so he asked me to come and do a weekend kind of services for him. And so I remember Mark and I went over to their home on Friday night to have a meal with them. Then I was going to go speak. And the whole time I did this, Mike he kept talking about these dinglings in my congregation. There's this ding-a-ling, and then that, and he said, I'm so glad you're here, and I hope when you speak that'll help that ding-a-ling, and then there's a ding-a-lings over here, and I'm sitting in there, and I'm just saying, everybody's a ding-a-ling. I just couldn't even eat. I mean, it just keeps filling my mind with this stuff. And so finally I just sat down and I said, Mike, do you know why you have so many ding-a-lings in your church? I see the train coming. I said, you know why you have so many ding-a-lings in your church? He said, no, but I would love to know that. I said, because you're the biggest ding-a-ling of all. You're just a ding-a-ling, and a ding-a-ling sees a ding-a-ling, and ding-a-lings are ding-a-lings to you. Then about 6 months he left that church. He called me and he said, I'm going to Ohio. I finally got a great church that I'm going to go to. He said, this church is just full of problems. It's full of problems. He said, I can hardly wait to go to my new church. I hung up, I looked at Mark and I said, it'll take him 6 months to find the ding-a-lings in that congregation. And I've watched his career, and he has literally ding-a-linged his life. From one place to another place, here a ding-a-ling, there a ding-a-ling, everywhere a ding-a-ling, a ding-a-ling, a ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. You see, we see people as we are. No, they are. That's why in all relationships, the first thing we have to do is we have to look at ourselves. If Bob has a problem with Susan, and Bob has a problem with Charlie, Bob has a problem with Jack, and Bob has a problem with Helen, Bob has a problem with Marie, Bob has a problem with Annette, and Bob has a problem with Ralph. Bob has a problem. We see things from our perspective. I love this. It's laminated, okay? A man in a hot air balloon realized that he was lost, so he reduced altitude and spotted a woman below, and he descended a little bit more and he shouted, excuse me, can you help me? I promised a friend I would meet him an hour ago, but I don't seem to know where I am. The woman below replied, you're in a hot air balloon. And you're hovering about 30 feet above the ground. You're between 40 and 41 degrees north latitude and between 59 and 60 degrees west longitude. You must be an engineer, said the balloonist. I am, replied the woman. How did you know? Well, my answer to the balloonist, everything you told me is technically correct, but I have no idea what to make of your information. And the fact is, I am still lost. Frankly, you've been no help at all. If anything, you've delayed my trip. The woman below responded, you must be in management. I am, said the balloonist, but how did you know? Well, she said, you don't know where you are or where you're going. You've risen to where you are due to a large quantity of hot air. You made a promise which you have no idea how to keep, and you expect people beneath you to solve your problem. See, we see things from our perspective. And in relationships, all I'm just saying to you, if you're running into an awful lot of problem people, you have a problem.